It was The Last Dance, dope documentary, viewed it, but someone played with Michael ain't wanna be included. It was Carl Malone wouldn't pick up a phone for her. I guess he ain't wanna relive that horror story. It must have been hard in your prime to losing twice in the finals versus the greatest of all time. Stockton, I know your losses suck, sheesh. You had to be a part of Michael Jordan's little puff piece. And Ewing, I know you mad, Patrick. Listen, forget Michael, you got dunked on by Pippen. And I know Brian Russell probably ain't been the same since Jordan broke his ankles with that buzzer beater in Game 6. Crossing so bad, brought him back to grade 6. He never got over that game, he just stayed pissed. It must have been real tough, sure it was killer for Stockton, Patrick Ewing, and Reggie Miller, cause Jordan crushed all the careers up on the scoreboard. Malone the top scorer with no ring to show for it.
So as you guys know or have seen, Michael Jordan's 10-part documentary of The Last Dance was nothing but spectacular. For a lot of people, they had no idea the mentality and will to drive themselves and teammates to be great. Well, throughout this process of creating The Last Dance, guys that played with or against Jordan, or even guys he had mentored, wanted to be a part of the documentary to share their side of the story. There may have also been a few guys who refused to be on the documentary because of how Jordan impacted their careers.
Michael Jordan. Well, what else I need to say? Thank you. Go ahead.
Jordan made it hard on a lot of great players to win an NBA championship. Both Karl Malone and Brian Russell refused to be interviewed. Matter of fact, Russell didn't even pick up the phone. Both guys played for the Utah Jazz, but it was safe to assure that they did not want to relive the heartbreak of losing to Michael Jordan and the Bulls in back-to-back NBA Finals, both 97 and 98. As for Russell, we all know what role he played in Jordan's legacy. Unfortunately for the former Jazz guard, he was a victim of MJ's game-winning shot in Game 6 for the 1998 NBA Finals. The image of Russell skidding off as Jordan gave him a slight nudge before taking off for the game winner will forever be stitched in the history of the game. But for Malone's sake, he was one of the greatest basketball players in NBA history, a winner of multiple MVP awards, a prolific scorer, someone who took his franchise to another level. Of course, we are talking about Karl Malone. No player was more eclipsed by Michael Jordan than Malone. The perception of Malone today would be different if the Utah Jazz had defeated the Chicago Bulls just once in the NBA Finals. They had two opportunities but fell 4-2 both times against Jordan in the NBA Finals. With a ring, Malone would have been the only guy to beat Jordan in the finals. Malone was a victim of poor timing. There were other guys like Reggie Miller, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, weren't sure if they wanted to be a part of the documentary. John Stockton even said he didn't want to be a part of Michael Jordan's puff piece. As the director of The Last Dance says, it took 2 years to get a hold of Stockton and eventually did an interview on the last day. It's crazy to see the role Jordan played on most guys' careers. He stopped a lot of guys from winning championships, but was also a role model to many people around the world. When we think of Michael Jordan, we think of greatness. So in the mix of everything, we see why these guys refused to be a part of the documentary. Not a good feeling to relive that moment if you're on the bad end of things. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching today's video. I'll be back soon with more sports leaks. And as always, keep it crispy.